Welcome to No Smoke TV. Today we have a very special guest, actor, producer, director, Julian Brittano. How you feeling today, my brother?
I'm good. What's happening with you, fam?
Appreciate I'm good, bro. Brittano, you have some Italian in you?
Nah.
Because when I say it, it's Bittano.
I know it flows out. Yeah, nah, I'm part Ethiopian, Trinidadian, Jamaican. And,
Gotcha.
I'm born here in America, right from Newark, New Jersey. So shame on me. I ain't visited none of my my historic places, but I'll get out there soon enough.
Yeah, I'm about to get into that. I see you from Jersey.
Yeah.
What part of Jersey you said? Newark? Oh wow, you're right there. So how was it like growing up in Newark?
It was interesting, to say the least. It's just like every other inner city across the country. You got your community at large, but you got your situations, you got your violence, you got your drugs, there's a lot of things happen like that. I'm grateful and fortunate that my mom worked up behind off to try to get me out, at least to the outskirts a little bit, like in Elizabeth, right there, to have a little bit better of a life, but it's always around,
So you didn't get into too much trouble growing up? Your mom kept you away from it?
I got in trouble. I got in some trouble, but she did, like I said, she did her best.
To keep you away. Okay. That's good. That's good. So you got into like young kid stuff, but you didn't get into nothing crazy.
Not too crazy.
What would you say is not too crazy?
I don't got no bodies on me.
Enough said. I got you. On a good note, I see you played football in New Jersey. You was all state, all region in high school, correct?
Yeah.
And then
I played defensive end, played linebacker. I played basketball. I did okay in basketball, but I was more of a football guy, wrestled, things like that. So caught a scholarship, University of Maryland. And, I was there for 2 years, and being young, got in trouble again, Happened, brother.
So that's the reason why you didn't pursue your football career, because you was getting in trouble in college?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what pushed you into entertainment.
Right. I always been doing music. That's the thing about it. I've been doing playing instruments in school and things like that since I was about 8. I was in college. I tinkered a little bit, but then once I lost my scholarship, I went home, got around, the friends, got around the peeps, and started doing what everybody, not following, but I always had a passion for music. So I'm tinkering as, with production wise a little bit, this was at 20 years old. I started, it was a garage, an auto garage that was around the corner from the crib that was just vacant. So I went to Poppy and them on the corner, like, yo, who the owner? So they put me in contact with the owner. I was like, look, I want your space. They ain't doing nothing. What's up? Can I get it? I'm gonna turn it into a studio. Me and my friends, I'll make sure it's good and all that. Poppy just gave me the keys. He ain't even charged me. Yo,
really?
Yes. He gave me the keys. Hey, do what you got to do. I was like, all right. And so we went in there, got my friends, cleaned it up and everything, water pressure washed it, get it cleaned up. And we put a little studio in there for a little bit. I went traveling back and forth to the city to ASCAP meetings and just learning panels, just trying to learn the music business at that time, And at the same time, I was already used to like bouncing and stuff and bartending at the clubs. I started bouncing at 15 at the strip club, you know what I mean?
You was bouncing at 15 at the strip club?
Yeah.
How tall was you, if you don't mind me asking, when you was 15?
I was 6'2".
There you go.
6'2", about 230 pounds. So, I was, like I said, I played football and I wrestled. So I was already, you gotta put hands sometimes. You gotta defend yourself, this and that. So I was like, hey, I want to make some money. My mom worked nights. That's how I was able to do that. Because I was, raised in a single mother home. She worked nights. I would sneak out, go work. you know, get my little money and do my little flex at school. You know what I'm saying? Like
Basically, you had to get your fresh kicks.
I ain't have a plan. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted some money. And yeah, so that's how that all went down.
Cool. If you don't mind me asking, what made you lose your scholarship in college? If you don't mind me asking.
You're crazy, bro. I mean, I could, you know, I just got in trouble, you know. I did doing young dude stuff, you know what I'm saying? Little light things, man. I don't really, you know, it's not that I'm not hiding that. It's just
if you don't want to talk about it, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
I really don't, you know, it's cool. It's old stuff, like typical stuff. People checks, you know, little bad checks here and there, this and that. And
hey, man.
I had a fight. One of the things, the scholarship was a whole different ball game. The scholarship as a whole, I got into a fight with a teammate, and he wasn't on scholarship. He was a walk-on. So, not that that's a disrespectful place to be, but it was a situation where he wasn't getting no shine. He wasn't getting no love at all, and he felt the way, hating, and I wasn't having it. So I tossed him, you know, did what I had to do. Actually caught an assault charge. He actually pretty hard. Like, dude, you on the team with me, a teammate.
And you pressing charges?
It was like he was a kick or a punt return or something. He was a lineman, so he's a big dude. So how you want to press charge? But that ended up getting tossed. But because of that left a bad taste in the troublemaker, this and that. So
you was a teenager being a teenager, man.
A teenager from the hood, then, you know, not taking nobody's mess. You know what I'm saying? And it was what it was. I learned my lesson, you know. So
it made you the man you are today. And you said you play instruments too. I wanted to get into you playing the piano, the bass, and the saxophone, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Did you take class?
I started on the saxophone. Like I said, I was elementary school. I started on the saxophone in fourth grade. And then as I got, you know, going, I was in all the little bands at the school be having, like the jazz band, orchestra, wind ensemble, concert band, you know, all those type of things. And then I started picking up the piano a little bit. Then I got to get on the bass and regular, you know, lead guitar, you know, acoustic. And I just love music, you know what I mean? And so I learned by ear. Like, I literally got a saxophone, and when I hear a song on the radio at that time, I would just start singing and sound like crap for a minute. But then all of a sudden, it started being able to play some notes, play along with the music on the radio, and so I kind of taught myself by ear how to play.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I eventually started taking some music theory so I could learn how to read sheet music, you know, and things like that. But it's a thing.
Can you still play it?
I can still play.
Oh, so I know when you and your wife, well, your lady, and your anniversary, I know you be having the saxophone and everything.
Well, I have not. No, I know I could play it, but I have not played it.
Ah.
I know I can play it. If I go scoop one right now, give me a couple of days. The next thing I know, I'll be able to do some serenades and all that other stuff.
You gotta surprise the lady on Valentine's Day on the anniversary one day, like boop boop boop, or you know.
I'm gonna get her one day. I'm surprised her one day. I played the guitar for it, though. You know, a little something. So.
Got you. So what I really want to get into is you played in various roles of television, film throughout since 2015, correct?
Yeah.
For about 7 years. How did you acquire that position playing David on Greenleaf on the OWN network with Oprah? How did you acquire that position?
All right, so it was a transition. It was a pivotal point in my life, right? I owned my own club in Virginia, and I invested. I was still living in New Jersey. This is talking 2014, top of 2014. I invested monies down there the management team that I had in place, they wasn't doing the job I felt as though they needed to do. In reality, they probably was doing okay. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm aggressive, so I'm like, nah. I just need to be jumping. What y'all doing? So I went down there, bulldozing. Like, yo, all right, look, this is what we're gonna do. We switching it up. We doing what we doing. This is how we gonna make it shake. And so I didn't even take time to get to learn like the local market, like the influencers and the the people that you need to check in with. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but just on some regular business.
Business, yeah.
And I'm gonna do what I'm doing. I know how to make it jump. And so I did that, and it jumped. It jumped my behind right out of a daggone venue. You know what I mean? I lost my whole investment after because again, it wasn't the fact that the business wasn't doing good. It's just you don't check in and you don't do things a certain way. All of a sudden, things come down, technicalities fall on you, and my club got shut down, bro.
Damn.
And so, but the night that it got shut down, it was like a scene out of Power or some shit, like with ghosts. You know what I mean? Like they pulled up, fire marshal, then they came through with the state boys, they came through with the county sheriff, they came through with the task force. I'm like, damn, what the hell's all this about? You would have thought I really had bricks or something crazy up in there.
They wanted to shut you down.
Dude, they pulled up. It was packed. I was over capacity. I ain't gonna say in front like cap like I wasn't. I was, it was things I could have did better. So anyway, that gave me the opportunity to really sit and look inside myself to see what I really wanted to be doing, which is my arts, because all my life I've been in nightlife. You know what I'm saying? I promoted all the top spots in New York City. You know what I'm saying? We had all the top events and parties going on. We did events for the NFL draft, the NBA draft, did official events. We did when the Giants won the Super Bowl in 08, did the party at Nikki Beach for them. We did, a lot of album releases, official releases, not like these people be capping with their flyers and stuff. We did real stuff for the labels, with BET. We did a lot of things, man. And that was my niche. And so being in the entertainment space, but on that side, but then to transition to the talent side, that's a different ballgame. So I was like, I really want to be creative. I want to use the arts. I want to get out there. When I lost the club, and literally like an hour later, when I had that declaration to myself that if I ever become successful or even get a little platform in it, I would use my platform to help other people, right? To get them a platform, to get them a voice, an opportunity to try to explore their artistic side and creativity. And so within an hour of having that conversation with myself, I was online and I saw this posting for this television pilot that needed some background people, some extras out in North Carolina. Because like I said, I was living in Virginia at this time, Southern Virginia. So I went to that. I took my pictures with my iPad, this and that, sent it in. They was like, yeah, come on. It was cool. But once I got there on set, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I like this. Like, I love to be able to, because I'm used to productions, but not on that side of things. And so to be able to have that time to sit, take it all in, I was like, yo, this is dope. I need to be doing this. And so I networked politics while I was there, connected with some other people, some other extras, people that just got into the acting game and all that. And then they put me on to a couple more projects, right? All within 2 weeks, I got booked on 5 projects in the background, extra. But there was major projects. Okay. It wasn't like way around the corner of them, you know what I mean? This was major studio stuff. So I'm like, oh, this is dope. So the 5th project, and it's all in 2 weeks, the 5th project was actually Greenleaf. And so wow. I'm there on Greenleaf. I get there, and we in the Blues Club that Oprah owned on the show. I got there, had the right mindset, frame of mind, right intentions, confident. And so I went in and we was doing the scene a couple times, and Oprah turns around, she looks at me, she's like, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm here to help." She like, "No, you work for Auntie M." She said it like that. I'm like, "You're right, I do work for Auntie M." I didn't know. I just went along with it. Like, she went back around the bar stool, do the scene a couple more times. And at that point, my only job was to flip down these bar stools and walk off to the side to get out of frame. And she turns back around again. She's like, "Sir, what's your name?" I said, "It's Julian." She said, "How long you been acting?" I said, 2 weeks. She's like, 2 weeks? She laughed a little bit. She said, "You already here on the show with me?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess that's where I'm supposed to be." So
Wow.
she looked to the director, the producer, writer, "Hey guys, this is Julian. He's been acting 2 weeks." They start chuckling. I'm like, "All right, something going on." But see, you gotta understand, like, I'm a spiritual dude. Like, I knew something was happening.
You felt something.
Felt something, so I went with it. I didn't, but I kept it 100. I'm like, yeah, I only been acting 2 weeks. Most people been up there capping the line. Hey, I'm here. 2 weeks. I'm here. What's up? Let's go. What we doing here? And so, by the end of the day, they needed to make some shifts and adjustments. And apparently, she said something to them, and they came to me like, "Yeah, you the guy. We need you to make a transition." That's when they promoted or upgraded you. They upgrade you. So they upgraded me from background to co-star role with her on the show.
Yo, can I ask you something? When you found that out, did you start crying or anything? Like, did you have a moment?
Nah,
not there, but like crying of joy when you got home and something, because that's a big moment. You got promoted.
I'm gonna tell you, my life is like I told you when I was 19, I walked in the spot, like, "Yo, I need this spot." That's how my life always went. Like, I always had big things occur for me that I went after. I seized it. You know what I mean? Like, I always had that confidence, always moved in that space, even when I was doing the events in the city for the labels and for this and that and this and that. I'm used to celebrities. I'm used to even billionaires. Like, I got to politic and chill with billionaires left and right, fight me over, a couple people and not, but
okay,
play chess and stuff. Like the dude that owned the drink Sobe, SOBE.
Yeah.
I politic with him. We chilling at his penthouse with, other people around, but we just talking.
Okay.
So I'm used to that.
Used to that. Got you.
The thing with Oprah was that it's Oprah. It's still Oprah. So there's a reverence or regard that I have for her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of young people, they don't even know balling Oprah. You know what I mean? They don't know Purple, Native Son.
Basically.
Chicago, Baltimore. They don't know that Oprah. I'm a certain age. I got to see that growing up as a kid. I got to see her elevation. So that's the respect that I have for her. So it was more of like, "Dad, that's what's up. Like, it's cool, It didn't really settle. It's still, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think it really has settled in. I think now in my life, I'm coming across more because I'm able to fly under the radar when I want. But when I want to turn the light switch on and turn it up, I just call AJ, my publicist. Like, "Look, AJ, send out a press release for something, let them know I'm in town." And then it turns up. Like, it turned all the way up. You know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere. People just be like, "Oh, you work with Oprah?" They start rolling out the red carpet and treat me. But I'm like, "Damn, okay, that's cool."
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when I want to fly, I can just fly. They'll see me. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'4", you know what I'm saying, 250 pounds. So when they see me, I got stature and I come with my vibe, but they don't know what I do. They don't know who I am.
Until they find out you co-star with Oprah on Greenleaf, and they're like, "Oh."
Then the whole thing changed. Like, who said it? Was it Pac? I think Pac said something, DMX. Like, they all said it. Like, not that people treat me like this, but I get it. I laugh because, like, I was standing here last year. You ain't say nothing to me. Now I'm Tupac. Now you can't stand next to me. It'd be like that. People transform just like that. No matter who it is, it could be. It's definitely the women. They do that because they, fans and open this and that and parts and do. But it'd be dudes, politicians, police.
Really?
No matter. Everybody transform when they find out. So yeah, man.
What they say? They say what 50 Cent said? They say I'm handsome now.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. All right. I came in the same way I'm leaving, but y'all find this it is what it is. But I'm grateful for it.
That's big on your resume in the acting world. Big, bro. And you could use that for the rest of your life, for the future, to get on movies and everything.
I tell people like, yo, if y'all really want to get with it and get to the chicken, get to the bag, we can do that, but you gotta do it right. Like, use me the right way. Like, I'm international because of her.
Basically.
I can go anywhere in this world, let them know what time it is, and they're gonna treat me a certain way just because of her. That's crazy.
She stamped you. And Oprah she's loved everywhere in the world. So if she stamped you, you good.
So I do what I can to make sure, I continue the legacy. Because that was a torch passing. You know what I'm saying? That allowed me to open doors for myself, my family, my friends, people I work with, anybody that's connected. It's a torch. It's a thing of, just gratitude and making sure I represent well. So that's what I've really been focusing on these last 6 years, like since the show dropped. Like, I need to make sure every move I make is calculated.
And talking about every move you make is calculated. Congratulations on your recent purchase. Well, you acquired the hotel in Virginia called the Rook Hotel.
That's the name of our hotel group. It was something else before. It was called the John Randolph Hotel. But yeah, we acquired it and we about to break ground and go through renovations and everything. And yeah, it's gonna be called the Rook in South Boston. And then every other location that we scaling into, it's gonna be the Rook at that location. But yeah, the Rook Hotel group is our group, and we making moves. We're already having the conversations with different cities that want to bring a boutique hotel to their areas. And it's a move that, me and my wife decided to make together. My wife is in construction, you know what I'm saying? She's a general contractor. And
oh, wow. Perfect.
Said to me, yeah, perfect. She said she wanted to get into, let's get into real estate. I'm like, all right, I'm crazy. I told you what I did at 19. I always make moves. Like, I'm making big moves. I ain't gonna make no little move. At 19, that was a big move.
Mm-hmm.
At my age now, what do you think I'm gonna do? So if I'm gonna play Monopoly, I'm gonna play all the way. I ain't putting no houses. You know what I mean? I'm putting hotels on the board. Let's go. So that's what I was like, well, come on, let's just go do it. And then we did it once. It take work. It's work, man. Like, and we are so us people of Black people, Black Americans is so underrepresented in that space. Minorities is well represented because Indians, the Asian market, they own 65% of the hotel industry.
Really?
See what I'm saying? Yeah. Over 60, definitely like 64, 65% of the whole industry. Mostly the Indians.
Wow. I had no idea.
So Blacks only own 1%. It's very underrepresented. So for us to jump into this space, I'm like, all right, well, we're gonna jump in it. We ain't just gonna get one. We're gonna do a whole chain, our own chain. It's like Marriott, Hilton, Hyatt, all the women, they got their own chain. We got our own. And we're gonna offer opportunities. That's what we're building up to, to be able to offer opportunities to other minority Blacks and people in the country that don't have that don't even thought about get a hotel. But it's
I can't even fathom thinking of that.
You know what I'm saying? It's thinking futuristic. Like, all right, in the event something happened, in the event family member or somebody come down on their luck or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They get some misfortune. sometimes people just need a clear space where they can clear their head, get their thoughts together while they transition.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like anytime my family now have a situation, well, look, just pull up on one of our spots. I'm gonna call ahead, let them know you're coming. Don't worry about nothing. Just chill out, get your mind right, and we'll work through it. And you know, that's just what it is. You know, we always got a place to lay your head. You know what I mean? So that's the time I'm on. And then it's a great revenue stream. It's a great opportunity. You know, you put some other services in there, food service, restaurant, bar, lounges, event centers, all the stuff that I've done throughout my life.
You've been working in clubs all your life, been working in venues all your life, so you have this knowledge. So it's like nothing. It's like a walk in the park for you.
Exactly. You know, so, and it's good. And now having the whole celebrity aspect with it, it just adds another, you know, little sprinkle on top for the locality, the municipalities that we deal with. They like that. It's sexy to them. It's something that's going to help, you know, they feel is going to help revive and pump energy and activity into their city. Like, come on, let's do it. It's a play for us.
I like the name too. What made you think of that name?
I like chess. I like playing chess, and a lot of people, you know, I got my queen already, right? Some people consider me a king. That's cool. I appreciate it. Thank you. Salute to everybody. But the rook is a very important piece because the rook handles all the corners, and that's our whole conversation is that we got you covered from all angles. You know what I'm saying? That's what the rook.
Oh, okay, cool. Dope.
Got another company called Rook Strategies Management, and that's what we do. We come up with strategies through business development, community development, revitalization programs. We created education programs that can get implemented in conjunction in partnership with your local community colleges and universities, things like that, you know, for people in the arts called ECA, Entertainment Careers Academy. You know what I mean? Like, so we're thinkers over here. And so we look for ways that we can help cover the community. You know what I'm saying? People that don't have shots and don't get overlooked.
And you know, I'm sitting here listening to you talk, and everything you saying is always about helping others, helping the people, bringing people up. And you were having that mind frame, God's gonna keep on blessing you because you have the right track of mind right now. You're all about uplifting people and helping others, and you're gonna keep getting blessed if you stay with that mind frame. That's why
I appreciate it, but it's a real thing though. Like I try to tell people, like,
it's true.
It don't matter what your past is, because again, I got, you know what I'm saying, I don't have a perfect past. We all make silly decisions when we're young and this and that. Whatever. Get past that. Move past. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up with a brother. My brother had cerebral palsy. He was handicapped. He was older than me. He just passed away June 2nd.
Sorry to hear that.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. And he was 7 years older than me. And so he's been, you know, he lived his life in a wheelchair at a home. He was at a 24-hour care facility all his life since I was 6 years old. Okay. All the clients and residents that was out there with him, they was like him. They was in wheelchairs, they was bedridden, they couldn't walk, couldn't talk, none of that, couldn't feed themselves, couldn't do nothing, you know what I'm saying? So as a child rather, my mom, she would go out there like 4 or 5 days a week. So I would go, I'll be with her, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of those people, they became my friend. I made them my friends as a little kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, in learning compassion, empathy for people, and learn, you know, having a heart to know that people, you know, there are people out here that's less fortunate, that don't have the opportunity to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So who are we to take for granted opportunity? So that's why I seize every opportunity, whether I don't even have to know nothing about it. I know somebody knows something about it. And so my job is to get in contact with them and ask them about it and see how I can find my footing in it. You know, not take life for granted and want to help, give back. Because at the end of the day, anything can happen. Any of this stuff can be taken. And we can lose anything any day. Then what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So I believe in at least putting the effort out there. Sometimes people, you know, in this journey, bro. I've been through so much ever since this Greenleaf Oprah situation. Like, it's definitely a gift. I'm not gonna call it a curse, but there's another side to this thing where the more connected that people feel as though I am to what their wishes and dreams are, all of a sudden it becomes my responsibility in their eyes and mine that I'm the one that have to make it come to pass.
Oh yeah.
Man, y'all crazy. Like, y'all crazy out here. I ain't got no blueprint. I ain't got no plan to show me how to make what I do work. I'm figuring this thing out as I go. Me and my wife, my team, like, we ain't got no plan. We got a plan, but we ain't got no blueprint to show us the way. So how you expect me to make things jump for you? Now, I might encourage you. I can motivate you. So now I had to look at myself like, all right, maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I'm doing too much inspiring and motivating. By every move we make, people believe they can do it too. I kind of tell people my situation is circumstantial at best. Just like in the court system, it's circumstantial at best. My circumstances, my specific set of circumstances, internally and externally, allow for me to make the moves I make. Now, I will encourage anybody, go for yours, but learn who you are in it. So that way you can know how to pivot, how to navigate, and how to make right choices. You know what I'm saying? So again, I wouldn't change nothing. I love my life. I appreciate it.
Did you lose a lot of friends after Greenleaf? The way you talking right now, I get like a sense that you lost some friends because listen, I know how it is. So they see you in Greenleaf and they like, hey brother, can you hook me up with like a back? Like, I don't have the answers. I was just blessed to have that position. I can't do nothing for you.
Not even losing the friends is because a lot of people, because we travel a lot and I got in front of people and I get invited to things and I'm only going to talk how I talk. Like, I don't switch my conversation up. Look, this is how things happen for me. I'm grateful. Blah, blah, blah. I would encourage you to do some things too. So it would be new associates and affiliates that don't know me. Like, they don't know me at all.
Oh, so it don't be old, it'd be new associates that act like that.
New associates that come a certain way, and I try to put them on. They don't know how to take it. Bro, it's a whole nother conversation.
I get where you're going though.
There are some old friends that, you know, we just not in the same place that we was. You know.
Because the conversations are different now.
Conversation is really different. They want to move the same way. Like, bro, I can't move that way no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I'm from where I'm from. It is what it is.
Newark.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm still me, but I'm an elevated version of myself that other people knew back in the day. Don't look at me the same way because I don't move that same way. Like, that's not what I'm doing.
And exactly. And when people start trying to move, they try to play both sides. That's when they get in trouble and mess up. And so you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. And I respect you, bro. I respect you. Before we get out of here, I would like to ask you one question, though.
Yeah.
If there was an actor or actress besides Oprah you would like to work with in the future, who would it be?
I mean, there's a lot of people that I like to work with. Like, I definitely want to work with Denzel. He's just dope. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I could learn a lot from him. I watch him like, yo, this dude can murder. And then I'd be like, but there's some other cool people out there too. Like, I would say I like Viola Davis. She brings it. I like to work with Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, he's good. He's good.
You know what I'm saying? He's somebody I think
he's good.
He slept on a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain people that slept on. It's like, I gotta sleep on this, bro.
Some great actors. But I see your top dog is Denzel.
Absolutely,
Without a doubt. Got you.
Yeah, I know it'll pop off. And I actually, I probably like to do something with two guys that some people try to bring some like comparisons at sometimes, like so Rock and Idris Elba.
Who?
The Rock and Idris Elba.
Really?
Because the dynamics would work. And
Idris, but The Rock, how would you could see yourself doing like an action movie with The Rock?
Yeah, because we like the same size almost. You know what I'm saying? Now he way more muscular and big and things like that, but he the highest paid #1 actor in the world. So he got time to get it popping like that. I'm working. I missed MMA class tonight because of this business call. So I'm trying to get it active, boy. We getting it rumbling. I got to get back to my old ways.
Yeah, see, you got it, man. You got it, bro. But before we get out of here, would you like to leave your social media with anybody? Because I appreciate you stopping by the show, and I want people to check you out. Check out your Facebook, your Instagram, wherever you have, brother, wherever you have.
My Facebook got hacked back in February. So I didn't even go back. I ain't even start another one up. I just left it alone. I'm like, y'all let that happen to me. Y'all crazy. So, but everything is just really my name, just Julian Brittano. All social, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Clubhouse, Breakout, all these different fan base, you know what I'm saying? Website,
Julian Brittano, everything.
Yeah. So people can tap in right there.
So everybody check out Julian Brittano. He's a great individual. As you can see, he's a human being. He's a regular person. He's all about uplifting people. Great actor, great story. Check out for his hotel. He has the Rook Hotel coming out to a city near you. And check him out, man. He's a great individual. He's coming up. Well, he's already up. He's in Greenleaf. And before we get out of here, would you like to say anything?
I just appreciate everybody, man. Everybody do keep doing your thing. Check out and keep following No Smoke TV. And let's make it happen, y'all. Like, there's big things out here and we're looking to make some things pop. So appreciate y'all. Google me if y'all got any questions.
Google that, man. You could Google him. And if you didn't get nothing out of this interview, get this. Always uplift the people around you.